I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
That's dark.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
I feel like I'm just on the edge of tears now. Like I'm in a permanent state of being on the edge of tears. Oh, I thought I could go in this way. This way, perhaps?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
That is odd. That is bizarre.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
These are all the animals? 2 were my fault. What did we do? What did we do to the animals? This is a lot of animals. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry for the pets.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly, Alvin, Sven, Edie, Walter. Don't make me think of Walter. I'll cry. Barbara. I want to think about Walter again. Walter will make me cry again.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Eyes are watery. Oh.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Is that more graves?
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sam Finch, Gregory Finch, Gus Finch. Oh my gosh, there's more. Lewis.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
I never found the body? Yeah, Edith has nerves of steel. I would be like like walking through it, looking at all this. Oh my gosh, I'd be so sad. This is so sad. But it's great.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now.
Also, thanks for
Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Maybe, actually.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Wait, what? We're pregnant? The journal's for her baby? We're a teen mom. We're gonna be like Farrah Abraham. America! Yeah!
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Oh my, he's a hunter.
They were both pretty intense.
Oh yeah, he's a hunter for sure. For Shorsky. Aww. Family photo.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Right, here we go. Here's Sam's. Oh. Oh, little selfie. Oh. Taking a photo of kids while they're sleeping.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? What? Am I gonna have to shoot?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Are we taking a photo of the car?
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey!
Hey, language.
Don't talk to your father like that. Am I taking a photo of the car?
Did you want to get a picture of me or what?
Where are you?
I'll never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit silly.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Get it in focus. Aww. Pretty.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hmm.
Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Community
Last
fest
time I was
house.
with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Hunting
We
season.
found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Oh, that's a
Give
scenic
me a minute to
shot.
check the map.
That's for Pinterest right there.
Good eyes, Dawn.
The deer. Wow. I want to see a deer in
Before
real
you
life.
take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Oh.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything.
I wouldn't be able
But
to.
if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
I wouldn't be able to do this.
Keep yourself squared up, elbows down. Great shot, Dawn!
We're gonna take a photo of her crying with it.
I'm proud of you, Dawn.
Dawn doesn't
Always
look
remember
proud.
that, okay?
I've got to get up there quick. Well, the timer runs out again. She's crying. I feel like we shouldn't be taking photos with her.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
sick.
normal, Dawn.
Aww.
Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
And they captured it?
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
They got a photo of it. Oh my gosh. Grandma and his daughter would have had to have watched. Oh, stop. That's so sad. His daughter just watched him fall. Yeah, he just wanted to make some good memories with his daughter. Oh, and teach her stuff. Stop. Ah, I didn't see this one in the corner here. Any little hidey spots. Could be a crazy house to play hide and seek in. No, don't go out. You silly. Silly.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh. Gregory. Gregory and Dawn. What's this? Divorce. Oh.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone?
Bye, Halls.
Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, we're a baby. In the bath. We're a baby in the bath playing with our little froggy.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
I want to play with the duck. Boing. I want the ducky. Oh, we're the frog. Oh.
Bath time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
Hey.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Oh.
I wonder what he saw.
I want to get rid of those. Give me the duckies. Oh, they're hard to hit. There's one?
What his world was like.
Oh, that was another one. One left. I love the duckies. They're little Barbies.
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
Look at them, they're
Lost in his
swimming!
imagination.
Little Barbies.
Whatever it was, he saw.
I jump out? I want to jump out. Oh, yes, I'm out of the bath. Oh. Oh, do I have to knock everything in? I'll knock this whale in. How did I jump so high? Oh! I don't know how I did that. There we go. Oh, do I have to knock these off? Oh. Kind of hard to knock off, low-key. Yay! The ducks help you jump higher. Oh, the whale.
It sure made him happy.
I'm on the whale. Wait, what? The letters around it. Why are there letters around the whale? Here we go. I think I have to flip it over the right way. Oh! Wait, I gotta get up to the... I saw something else. No, I gotta jump the other way. Up there! There we go.
I know how silly it sounds.
We got
I
everything.
worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Bubble bath!
Sorry about that, Gregory.
Hello.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Get me out of the bath, Mom.
I wish he could have told us
I already know what's gonna happen. Oh.
about the world he saw.
No, that's
There's
so
so
sad.
much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything.
Oh my god, that's so sad. Winner, thanks for
But
the
I
tofu.
know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
Oh my god.
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
That's so sad. I felt like we were gonna drown anyway because it started off and we were a baby in a bath, and kids can drown in water like they can drown in like 2 inches of water, right? Like the water only needs to be this deep. Oh, we swam into the light. Go on.
I can't
Gus.
imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
For
A
Gus.
poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Oh my gosh, it's getting hard to
I
control.
tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
I now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Woo!
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Can't make me. Can't make me.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh my gosh. Oh! It's getting hard to control the kite. Getting swarmy.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Ah! What am I meant to do? Play it? Oh, there.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Yeah, turn the music up. We're still standing out here in the storm, though. I wish that... Oh. Oh. Oh no, it went over us.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Oh, never mind.
But I didn't. Until we found you.
The wedding tent hit us?
she never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
I'm a bit confused by that one. He was crushed by the totem pole. How big was the pole to crush us? That's crazy.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
So our mum's Dawn. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, there's been so much to remember.
It was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Cute. Imagine rock climbing your bedroom and then poling down. That's pretty cool. Bible.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
It was actually really cool.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
House is so interesting.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Aww.
And to see kids in the house again.
They all had their own little veggie gardens.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
We were homeschooled.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
It's actually pretty sick. Pretty cool looking castle to me. Milton. A lot of paint in artiste. I love how everyone's got like a portrait on, I don't know what to call it, but it's obviously like a tree cutting, right? Like the tree stump.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh. So cool. Ring a door. Bye, Milton.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Oh. Oh! That makes so much more sense. That makes sense. He disappeared, right? Wait, I'll show you guys the thing again. So he disappeared. They don't know where he went. And in his little book here. Oh, I can't replay it? When you flip through the book, it's just him walking through a door. But that makes sense because he disappeared. So he didn't have a story to tell. It was just that little drawing book.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Oh. That would be really
Whatever Milton
hard.
had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
That's so hard when someone goes missing, because like you just have no closure. Like that's awful.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
This house is crazy. Is that a boat? What?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
I see. Gosh, it would be a mission. Imagine living here. You just have to constantly climb around. He's so fit. Oh, shisha.
Louis's
Chloe's back.
room smelled very very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh, he's not using it for shisha. He's using it for... I see. I see. Oh! Still some in the bowl. My. Oh, what did he graduate in? Oh, high school. I thought it was university.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Wait, Lewis had an addiction?
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
What? Can't reach. I can't grab it.
wander.
Ah. Oh. Wait, what is happening? This is so hard to do both at the same time.
I
But
asked
that's
him to
sick.
describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Wait, what? This is sick. Sorry, it's so hard to do both.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Oh?
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head,
What on earth?
but he took it very seriously.
This is really
I
cool.
had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
What?
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
We're gonna hurt ourselves because we're
I spoke
daydreaming.
with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Oh, see, we're a good
Methodical,
employee.
tireless, focused.
Employee of the month.
Like a whole new Lewis.
We're gonna lose our hand or something, aren't we? Because
So I let him go on.
we're focusing over here.
I even encouraged him.
Oh, it's getting bigger.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
A dog.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
It's gonna keep taking over
He
our
built
vision,
the city up
isn't it?
slowly, brick by brick.
Creative
Then
imagination.
he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
It's gonna keep taking over our vision till
He
we
talked
lose our
about starting
hand.
a band.
I think that's my prediction.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Oops. Hey! Oh my gosh! Look at all these
He
people.
no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Oh.
Then one day it struck him.
Oh gosh. I'm so
That
nervous.
all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Okay. I'm unsure where this is going now.
He held an election for mayor.
Yeah, we run the city.
And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
See you later.
It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
He's playing like Age of Empires in his mind or something.
New Louisville.
New Louisville.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
There's a word for that. I forget what it's called, where you just daydream all the time.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh?
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Oh, wow. Maladaptive daydreaming. Yes, thank you. That's what it's called. That's what he's doing, right?
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome, beautiful prince.
beautiful prince.
Hey, Kippy.
The prince was on his own quest for
Radiant rainbows. Go for the happy one.
radiant rainbows.
Wow. Amazing. Oops, I'm gonna miss it. Gonna miss it again. Oh, I can't steer the boat!
He followed the sound of his
Silver harp.
silver harp.
Oh my gosh, I can't even... Why is it hard to control?
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
This is some crazy daydreaming.
Even then,
Creative.
his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
We're gonna lose our arm. This is so cool,
But
though.
he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
It's like a game within a game.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Aww.
And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
Oh. Wow, pretty cool. What a cool prince.
It was hard to argue with him.
Aww. Aww. Back to reality. This is our locker.
He began to forget the world we know.
Oh. He's imagining it's... Oh.
I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Is it... Hello?
I still thought I could save him. even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Oh.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
He daydreamed so hard it became real. For him, at least. Oh, bless.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Molly! Kitty! Kitty! Giant kitty! I love it here. Hello, kitty. I love the kitty. Yeah, it's like this is like crazy daydreaming. I've never daydreamed like this.
His prince waited, holding his crown.
This is sad.
There was only one thing left to do.
That's a guillotine! That's a guillotine!
Bend down his head.
Oh my god.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Oh. So was he like daydreaming so hard that he put his own head in the thing, right? That's crazy. That is crazy. It's so sad. Poor guy. Yeah, he like kind of sleepwalked,
On the way back
right?
from Lewis's funeral, my mom told
He
me
was
to start
awake.
packing.
Sleepwalking, like he daydreamed so hard it was
She
like
waited
a
until the
dream.
day before we left to tell Edie.
Oh,
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe it should have come sooner.
The view. This is our room?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Aww.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway.
Oh.
Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Oh. We get our present, I guess.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
I love how it's sealed off with there's candles in
You're
here.
afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
Yeah.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Oh. Well.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Oh, I hope it's something nice, even though it might not
That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
be. Oh,
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
tsunami.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
After an earthquake, does a
God,
tsunami
it
come?
smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Ivan, thanks for the rose.
But I
We
never
love this
thought
part.
I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I can't see anything. I think it's straight.
I got turned around.
Oh.
I started seeing things.
A deer! I want to see a deer IRL. We don't have them. We don't have them in Australia.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
A bed?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Oh. Oh,
Or
we're at
maybe
the house.
I came back to them.
We're at the old house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
Oh, we're in trouble.
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Let go! Stop!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. And I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
We have deer in Australia? I've never seen deer in Australia.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Poor Edie.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Rolling
A
with
few
the
years went by.
homies. A dandelion! Last dandelion of the season. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Aww.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Aww.
And then I was alone.
Aww.
The last Finch left alive.
We're the last one alive? That's crazy.
Until I found out about you.
Oh, the baby.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna cry? I'm getting emotional.
And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
We're gonna get born!
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Oh.
I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
I'm crying. Oh my gosh.
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
We're gonna be born! Hello world, here I come. How we all came into the world.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh my god! What? Stop that right now! I'm crying. Just stop that right now. Just say psych right now. What do you mean? Oh my god. That's what happened? How did Edith die? She passes away during the childbirth. Oh my god.